Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final episode of the North American Battle Royale mini-series of WorldBox. Here's the situation. We have two great superpowers that have taken over various parts of North America. We've got Cold and we've got Eastern Washington. Cold is in a significantly better position population-wise. However, if I remember correctly, Eastern Washington has significantly better technology and a slightly bigger army. It's been about 5 days since I recorded the previous episode, so I have no idea what's going to happen. They're not currently at war, but they don't like each other very much. At least the Cold doesn't. It's been 545 years. There's been 45,000 deaths. We're gonna speed this along a little bit to give Eastern Washington some time to recoup their army, because they just took out Cuba and a couple other larger states. So let's just look at the competitors just to start off the day. We've got 21 out of 8 overextension right now for Cold. They've got a level 29 research, and they've got an army of 16,000. We've got 1,000 army for Eastern Washington. However, that they're 10 whole levels above them. So we're gonna give them a solid minute, see if they declare war on each other naturally. Eastern Washington has the majority of their forces on Cuba still, so I kind of want to see them leave that. Otherwise, the Cold is just going to have a succinct advantage because they've got, armies in like South Chicago, Pennsylvania, Western Virginia, Ontario / Quebec. They've got an army all along. They've just got armies everywhere. It would just be a roll. Cold has just been rolling over everybody pretty heavily. So it looks like they got one army off. Yeah, there's one. Okay, so the hype is real. I'm extremely tired because I was hiking all weekend, so I'll get hyped. Don't worry, we gotta do another mini series after this one, and it's gonna be a special one. So sorry, dude. Cold has declared war on Eastern Washington. Let's go. Where is the first battle going to be? Oh, I don't know. Let's put on the culture layer. So this is the cultural layer map. A lot of these would have gone and flipped over if I would have had everybody have rebellions on, but I don't currently have that. So it's just a huge conglomerate of different things. Here's the village layer. And the first village has... I think this got taken over pretty quickly, but Eastern Washington has taken a province. The Cold are trying to take a province? Okay. They have taken all of Central America. Well, I don't know what's going to happen here. I really don't. The Cold are taking over Gito right here, so they're consolidating their gains pretty quickly. So I suspected that this was going to happen, that they were going to get pretty much not cut down to size, but blended into one just contiguous block, I guess. No sieges going on currently. Are there any massive battles going on? This is a pretty big battle. That is just constantly getting attacked by lightning. I think the Cold are just have too big of an advantage. Yeah, Eastern Washington's down to only 300 combatants, but Cold has lost more guys, but they had more people to lose. You know what I mean? Like, they could sacrifice a couple and still be fine. I'd like to see Eastern Washington maybe take over this little chunk, but they're probably going to lose the rest of Canada and the southern part of Alaska pretty soon here. So, oh, and Eastern Washington just got hit by a meteor. I think that God, the god of the game, wants Cold to win pretty badly. They just roll over folks. I mean, I know why there wasn't a war, and the reason why there wasn't a war is that Eastern Washington knew that they couldn't win, and it's pretty incredible. Incredible. So, and they're just getting assaulted by a bunch of lightning too. When there's lightning. They still have 200 people though. They have 600. I mean, those aren't large armies anymore. Anything getting sieged? No, nothing is getting sieged. Damn, you lightning storms are loud. Don't hit California with a lightning storm. The entire state will set on fire. Same thing with Nevada. And probably like Idaho and Montana. So, pretty minor moves so far. I mean, maybe taking over this part of Central America was pretty big, but I just I don't see it. I think Eastern Washington's about to get destroyed. Look at all those armies. Holy shit. That is a large invasion force. They're not. Oh, Eastern Washington taking back Keaties. The king of Eastern Washington has died, though. I would be surprised if they take this back. Considering... Oh, shit. Another meteor. Where did that one land? Exactly where it landed when it killed all the dinosaurs. Sick. Is Eastern Washington pushing back? No way. Oh, yes they are. Oh, I thought this, okay, maybe this won't be as easy as I thought it was gonna be. Oh, nope, they lost that siege. They lost the siege. Oh, nope, they're coming back. They're coming back. Come on. Ooh. Oh, they're just gonna be flipping. I don't know. Oh, Cold took a province. And it looks like Eastern Washington's gonna take a province. You know, I didn't expect a stalemate, but this might end up being a stalemate. Let's go kingdom level. Eastern Washington is still down to 300 people, but they've recovered a little bit of their army. Anything else been going on? I think the Cold have taken more territorial gains so far, and that's purely for the fact that Eastern Washington had a massive disadvantage to begin the fight, and that's because they had everybody stationed on Cuba still. It looks like they're fighting over the Great Plains pretty heavily, but that is a large group of people coming in. If Ottawa gets taken, I think that's going to be massive, because it now splits the Eastern Washington territory straight in half. It looks like, though, Eastern Washington's trying to take over what is Montana right now. Yeah, they're trying to take that back. Where did that one land? Over here, maybe? That's what I'm going to take a guess. Oh, over here, where it doesn't matter. Okay. So, okay, well, I mean, they're just jostling back and forth, although the Cold have lost 2,000 people. Comparatively. I was gonna say Cold definitely have been winning, but I think Eastern Washington still has a dog in this fight. I don't know. I mean, it's cool seeing the different army groups from the different cultures coming in. You could pretty much just see where all the old original kingdoms were, is what that ends up being, because I don't think they have got cultural conversion in this. I think this is just going to be I think it's just going to be a constant stalemate fighting over the Great Plains. This is like where Nebraska is. This is where the Mississippi is. Kinda, because this is like the river basin. Or the flood area. Ottawa is really holding out. There is actually some fighting going on in Ogdaroon. It's super laggy. I am getting 25 frames per second because there's so much going on. They're just not. They have a lot of people. They have a ton of folks, but they're just not really doing anything with them. Although I think that Eastern Washington took another province up here, took another village. Nothing really going on down in Central America / Mexico. Oh, here it comes. Here it is. This is massive. This would totally swing the tide of battle. Splitting them in two, big if true. Big if true. Come on, Eastern Washington, you got this. Defense, defense. I didn't think the cold were just gonna roll everybody. Oh, no, still getting sieged. Everything is still normal. They're actually, yeah, they just move in a perfect little group. And now they're actually moving into Keaties. Yeah, they're just so well organized. That's what they got going for them. And it doesn't help that the King of Eastern Washington constantly keeps getting murdered. Be it, whatever, for whatever reason. So, I kind of want to see what happens if we turn on rebellions. See if how much, cold explodes. Pops out Eastern Washington again, probably. Come on! Take it! Take it! Take another village from my heart now, baby. Whoa, take it. Eastern Washington, though, it's, it's only 1,000 people down. There's only 300 soldiers down. They could still pull this out. It's not over yet. And the fact that they're holding that province so well is really encouraging. Although I think that Cold could take this if they tried. They might just be milling their opponents for casualties, putting them into the meat grinder, if you will. Oh, though Eastern Washington has taken a part of the Yucatan Peninsula. It's actually taken almost the entirety of the Yucatan Peninsula, and it's actually taken over parts of Mexico too. That's pretty big. That would be massive actually if Eastern Washington took out. Oh, there goes Ottawa. Oh man, that's also pretty massive. I think that it's up in the air. Like one, does this boat have people in it? Does this boat have people in it? I can't click it. No, it does not. Oh man, a landing party like up here where they're not expecting it would probably, that would shake some things up. Any sieges? No sieges. There's fighting going somewhere. Okay, now they've concentrated on Gito. The king has been murdered again. The only problem here is that this is a pretty low population area. Like, the majority of the population is centered around kind of the Gulf of Mexico. So, I feel like if you take out Keaties, Gito, and Naiva, you just win. Oh, no, that didn't change hands. That did. Okay, so Cold took back the Yucatan Peninsula. It seems like the majority of the force. Oh, hey, this is a boat battle. No, you can't have a boat battle, I don't think. I thought this was just getting sieged. It seems like the majority of the forces for both polities, oh, that could be big, are obviously like centered around the Montana / Canada area. But the important thing here, I think that is pretty big, is that the Cold have not had to fight on their own territory since like 300, 400 years ago or something like that. And they're taking 2 villages right now. They just took another village. This is over. This is GG. I mean, they're down to 4,000 people overall. What's their army looking like? Their army's 200 versus 800. Yeah. They held out. They tried. But they're going to get kicked out of the main continent because just I've never seen the AI do so well at organizing. There's no real strategy besides group up as many people as you can and then just stand in their territory. But this is just a roll. I mean, their territory split in half. They're about to lose their 3rd largest province or the 2nd largest province. And all they'll have left after that is like a bunch of really, but did that just change hands? That had to have changed hands, I think. If this gets connected to be one just giant contiguous block, this is just GG, I think. I don't see any sieges though. But anyway, yeah. I'm glad I'm getting some support on this series. I appreciate everybody that's been commenting and telling me different things about how this is going. You're awesome. I appreciate you. I want you to know that. So yeah. Thank you so much for all the support. This is actually probably the most well-received series I've ever had, apart from Stardew maybe, but and the Cold just successfully held off a siege, and they're taking southwest Mexico. They just don't lose sieges. They just do not lose sieges. Oh man. Now, yeah, that's one giant contiguous block. This is rip. Oh, but they're really trying to take up here, and it looks, nope. Are they gonna get it? I don't think so. Let's move back to the cultural layer. I really should change the culture names too. But I don't remember what any of these are, so. Cold's at 10,000 people. Holy shit. I'm drinking a fucking Diet Coke right now, and that shit is messing me up. Because you have to have something to drink when you're recording these, otherwise the pog won't be as pog, and that's why I also sound a little stuffed up because I've been traveling. Drove 6 or 7 hours yesterday. Crater Lake is beautiful though. If you haven't been, it's in kind of like middle of nowhere Oregon, but it's really pretty. There's also a Crater Lake in California too, but I think that is obviously just like a random lake named Crater Lake. But my favorite fact that I learned when I was on that trip is that like 8 or 9 different people like discovered Crater Lake and all named it other things, and eventually it stuck on one name. But it was just kind of funny seeing that, just being like, yeah, a bunch of people would come here and be like, oh, look at this amazing landmark, it's my first time anybody's ever seen this, and then all the like the indigenous folk are just like, yo, we're still here. We're just chilling, you know, no biggie. There is a province called Asses, by the way. So that was fun, really pretty. Got a nice Airbnb bizzle. And yeah. So do I have this on 5 times speed? I do. Oh, would you look at that? So this might end up being a long episode because I kind of want to see the end of this this war, but it's already been 20 minutes. Come on, take it. Whoa, take it. Take another village from my kingdom, baby. Someone just went insane. And the cold have taken all of Mexico. Wow. It wasn't here. Damn. Damn. Damn, 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 damn. And now it looks like their next goal is Louisiana. And the 18th King of Washington has died. Yep, there goes New Orleans. The Battle of New Orleans is about to be over. That is that's a huge province, man. If Eastern Washington loses that, that's by far their largest province. Or their largest village. You can't lose that. You can't lose that. Oh, it's over. It is over. This war is just, look at that. Look at that. They don't even have to. It's just a constant stream of people. And now they're, yeah, I mean, you don't even have to siege it down. They're just gonna join. I mean, that's cultural conversion, basically. And now you've got 3,000 people. I like how the King of Cold almost just got hit by fucking lightning. What's the... Looks like Keaties is gonna be the next fall. I'm gonna guess it's gonna go bang, 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 bang. And then these two will be the last. But the overall winner of the North American Battle Royale has gotta be Cold. I mean, we saw it coming from the beginning, right? They just didn't give a flying fuck about anybody. There's no regard for human life at all. I mean, this is the greatest conquering force humanity has ever seen. Like, can you think of a nation that just steamrolled literally everybody? Maybe the Japanese in, like, between World War I and World War II, or between after World War I and the end of World War II, or maybe the Romans. But I have never seen just a single conquering force just whip their dick out and then just slap people with it this bad. Like, holy shit. This is just incredible. I mean, it's a huge disadvantage now. You're down to 159 people. You still have 1,200 folks in your army. Granted, probably half of them are former Eastern Washingtonians, but all my viewers from Eastern Washington, you know, y'all did remarkably well for you know, how your polity was set up. But I mean, there's just nothing you can do about this. I mean, this is just bad. I mean, it's this is how the end of Game of Thrones should have been, like with the White Walkers just kind of rolling over everybody. But you know how it goes. What am I doing? There we go. Are you still you're at 48 now and you're at 32. So I mean, it's the lower tech population won. I guess sometimes, you know, numbers do win. I mean, the Cold did the fucking Soviet Russian approach of just meat grind, you know, a couple 100,000 people into a battle, and you know, maybe the other people will give up because they, you know, have a significantly lower population that they decided to mobilize. Why shoot some guns when shoot all guns? And that's another province down. The sieges aren't going as slow, so I mean, like, Eastern Washington is making Cold pay for it with blood. And they're just moving into Chabawow. This is, are they just gonna clean up the rest of Canada, maybe? Tahiti's lost half their population once they got sieged down. This is probably going to be safe. It's probably best that the Eastern Washingtonians king is on Cuba. You have a small army? No. Okay, yeah, they're just going to clean up the rest of Canada here. I want to see one giant state here. That'd be kind of cool. What's the difference here? They've got 12,000 people. 69. Nice. Are they trying to put up any kind of fight here? Oh my god, just look at that stream of people. Sorry I had to burp. There's apparently a major update coming out for this shit soon. Pretty excited for. I have to record all these in large batches because how my job works is I'm gone for 8 days at a time. And so, like, in order to have consistent uploads, I have to, like, record 8 episodes beforehand. So, and then this one is even, I'm moving out of my current house into an apartment. So that's even more of a compounding factor. So I probably won't be on that new patch if it comes out before or when I move or before I get back to recording. But hey, they held off a siege in Arguna. The king of Eastern Washington died. Okay, you gotta stop smoking so much, man. I mean, you probably died of cancer or something from all those cigars. But yeah, so that's my thing. So like I said, if there's like something that you guys want to see, let me know. It won't be implemented immediately, but I'll be implemented as soon as I possibly can. So it looks like Eastern Washington has been kicked out to the West Coast. They own most of California and probably almost all of Nevada, a little bit of almost all of Oregon and Washington, and Cold owns literally everything else. And I think this is where they started too. They did win. They won a siege, probably because Cold didn't want it. I mean, I feel like they pick and choose where they want to go, and they could almost do a giant, like, 2,000-mile front if they wanted to. But it looks like they're just death dotting like you would in, like, RuneScape 2004. Just one small area. We got Luss over here. Or Lowe's. We got Pharaoh. I like when the randomly generated names end up being like real names. Like Luss is a type of soil or sediment, and Pharaoh is obviously Pharaoh, but that's not how it's actually spelt or anything, but I've seen that word before. And then asses is obviously just asses. So not much going on. The AI maybe is broken a little bit, or has decided not to siege them down. They wanted to take this. Or are they just recouping their forces? What are they at overall? 1,800 and you guys are at 85? Eastern Washington literally needs a miracle. And being God, I could totally grant them a miracle. I could just like say, murder. And then let them see the siege, just like the tide of war just like stretch across the continent. Oh, and they just instantly took that city. Yusuporo. I don't know how to pronounce that, but RIP Eastern Washington. You just lost Southern Nevada and Southern California. Cursed pairing, should never be together. Very cursed. Hey, the next video comes out in 2 minutes while I'm recording that. I always set these things to be released at noon my time, which is Pacific time. So, there is a wizard now. What's the next place? I mean, it's gotta be here is gotta go next, right? I don't know how it hasn't gotten taken over yet. They're not even fighting. They're just hanging out. Oh, now they're fighting. I feel like every single time I zoom in there, it's just I lose track of what happens. Oh, are they gonna take Cuba? Is this an invasion force? Around Florida? No. No, I don't think so. Okay, well, there's 2 army chiefs attacking the capital. Oh, they left. They're regrouping. Just roll over them, man. What is happening? There's a lot of people dying in Mao. Why are you losing so many people? What? Did Eastern Washington try to take over that province? Okay, now there's a fight going on here. Smells now. Been watching a lot of Adventure Time, actually. Oh, come on, Eastern Washington. Just give up. I want to see it happen naturally. That building looks like a dick. And that guy's on fire. And rip. What's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah. All right, I guess we're gonna pause it here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. The conclusion of this war will be next time, I hope. But for now, I hope you enjoyed. R.I.P. Eastern Washington. And then we'll end the episode next time by doing a rebellion and seeing how many different nations pop out of cold. I'm gonna guess it's like gonna be 8. So I'll see you next time. Goodbye.